already know about what they've been given a lot of nice new things. They've got new Wildman, they've got Saruman Ring Hero. So let's see how everything has changed overall. Okay, so R is no longer for the furnace, if it ever was for the furnace. It's for the armory. That's a slight thing. Ooh. So Wulfgar is now part of the fortress. That's good. Cunning of Kurunia. In Thursday, that's exactly the same as it was before. Yep, that looks like exactly the same as it was before. Although we will soon find out. Power Tree, Krebine from Dublin. We've got exactly the same thing as they used to be. War Chant, exactly the same. Vision of the Palantir, exactly the same. Fires of Industry, yep. Tainted Land, yep. Devastation looks nicer with this new design. Scum from Lugburs also looks nicer. Fuel the Fires, exactly the same, I think. And it unlocks Heat Blast for furnaces. That's new. I wonder what Heat Blast is. Freezing Rain cancels all that, gives everyone a negative modifier. Build me an army. Temporary summons an Isengard war camp. 45 seconds. A horde of fighting Urukai is spawned. Respects command point limit. Limited to 1. Every 45 seconds, make a new unit of fighting Urukai. Oh, I'm not sure about that. We'll have to see what it's like. Fellstorm, Wrath of Kharadros. If it gives you an option to build with upgrades, that is interesting. So that and Fuel the Fire are the only two real changes to the faction powers. But the biggest difference is in, one, the Clansteading has a slightly different design, and there's also the Dunlending Longhouse, which requires Wulfgar. I don't think there's any other faction that has a building restricted through a hero, actually. Oh, and we've already found Gollum. Well, we're going to have to wait till we get him, because I want to see what Saruman is like. A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand. We can only have one. We have only to remove those who oppose us. So you need Wulfgar first before you can unlock the Longhouse. And the Longhouse is 500 resources on cap. So what is this ability? Heat Blast. Knocks enemies back with and set the area on fire. Ooh. I do like that. Okay, let's get some spearmen. I put myself up against a Captain Rohan just because I want to enjoy this a bit. So overall, the new design for the Clansteading, I like it. The building's exactly the same as it used to be. Can't complain about that. That's still pretty nice looking. Lumber mills, I imagine, are probably the same as well. Build another furnace. Let's see if after 2 months of not playing Age of the Ring, if I've remembered anything. Yeah, the Pine have always been that size. It's the infantry that was always a slightly smaller battalion. I'm only getting pikes to deal with the wargs, nothing else really, no other reason. Now the question is, that I have, if I was to get Gollum before I got Saruman, would he then be unlocked as the ring hero, or would I have to, or can I not actually send the ring to the fortress? So I'm not actually sure if that is how it works with Dol Guldur or not. If you're required to get the, if you're required for the upgrade, you need to have well, to get the ring here, you need to actually have Saruman out or not. Same with the Necromancer. Wow, those wargs are a lot more intelligent. They're not running into us. Oh no, they still are. They just take a lot less damage. What the? Oh dear. Okay, so creeping isn't as easy as it used to be. That's a slight problem. Creeping isn't as easy as it used to be, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going for the patented build of Wildman. That seems to be... So they haven't nerfed the Wildman in any way. It's just that... Well, maybe they have. They might have nerfed the trample damage of the pikes. When they get trampled, they deal damage back to the unit that they're trampling, or getting trampled by even. Although it seemed like they didn't take any damage from that trample. Yeah, they're not losing. They didn't lose any health prior to the charge, so that might be something that's changed as well. That they've you don't lose anything until you actually engage in combat. Although that is a lot of wildmen dead, so maybe they actually died on the charge if they were facing the wrong way. That's another thing you have to factor in. Wow, there's so many things you have to factor in on this mod. Oh, I miss it dying sometimes. Oh, you won't hear me say it often, but sometimes I do miss it dying. Get the banner carriers, I guess. Let's have a look at the Warg Sentry. 350. I'm fairly certain that's down from. That's down from 400. I'm fairly certain. So they've decreased the cost of the of that. Okay. Come on, these level 3 wildmen should be able to kill these wargs easy. Oh, golem's down in my base. Okay. But a tower over here just to protect my farms. Okay, Rohan seems to be exactly the same. They summon a Lone Rider. The Lone Rider model is different. You pikemen deal with the Lone Rider. Axeman. Try and kill them before they destroy the London Mill. Don't need to build any walls. Walls don't do anything for me. How are you guys doing? Nice. Destroy that and then come back to base. That's a level 4 unit that I want to keep alive. Take that money and then run away. Oh, they've got some archers. Okay, we might need to do something about that. Let's get Wulfgar. Let's get Wulfgar, go straight for those... Oh, those archers weren't even after us, so I'm just going to kill them. Okay. That works for me. That works for me. They've not gone for any cavalry. I feel stupid going for all those pikemen. Okay, that cave troll should kill those archers before they capture that outpost, right? Come on. Thank you. To make sure those cavalry die. Get a few more pikes. I'm expecting... Build speeds don't seem like they've slowed down at all. Oh, please live. I want you to live. I want you to live. Oh, 2 viewers. Nice to see you, people. Welcome, welcome. Welcome one and all. We're about to get the Dunlending Longhouse and see what Wulfgar has available to the faction. So once we get Wulfgar, we have this nice little building, which it used to be the power. His quote's the same. He now can mount at level 1, same in his Saf version. Level 1 ability. Nearby Dunlendings and Wildmen get damage. So the distinction between the Dunlendings and the Wildmen is that these are Wildmen and these are the Dunlendings. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Anyone else worth getting? Not really. Build another Warg Sentry. Don't want to be building out specifically, just want to be sitting in here, letting AI come in and then killing them the second they get too close. Level 3, Dark Wings, Dark Words. Summon 2 Krebine birds, Hugin and Munin. They can scout and deal strong damage versus heroes and monsters. What? We've got crows that can kill people now, have we? We've got killer crows. Okay. We've got the Dunlending Axeman, the same as in Saf. Got the Dunlending Longbowmen that we've always had. The Huskars, again, a unit from Saf. And we've got the Outrise, again, another unit from Age of the Ring base. Well, Age of the Ring prior patch. I'm going to throw Tainted Land down here because I'm expecting to fight in this particular area. They destroyed that furnace, didn't they? No, they didn't. We saved it. We saved it. Okay. Build another Warg Sentry. I know I'm camping. I don't care. I don't care. I am Wulfgar. Who's shooting at me? I saw someone shoot at me. Okay, rallying cry. Oh, we can get forge blades. You can actually go for a late game build with this. One thing I noticed though, they don't get any pikes, so you need to rely on your. If you want to go for a full human army, you need to rely on. Have to be relying on your wildmen to do the killing of infantry, cavalry even. While everyone else deals with infantry. Gotta remember it's W now. Did it still give the same debuffs? Decrease of cost of Uruks, yeah, not decrease cost of wildmen or Dunlendings even. We've expanded this building. Okay, so we can now get the longbowmen and the outriders. Huskars, elite infantry, strong versus pikemen. So the wildmen are your more versatile units, pillaging for extra resources. The Dunlendings are your elite human infantry that are buffed mostly from Wulfgar. And imagine Saruman probably has like a leadership buff that also affects the Dunlendings in some way. But yeah, wildmen can't get forge blades, the Dunlendings can. I imagine they can also get fire arrows with the longbowmen. Let's also get some outriders. You sacks of lard. Make yourself useful. Take your tools ready. It's strong. Oh no, there's there. Put another lumber mill down here, I guess. And let's get excavation. Because I want, in fact, nearby structures gain armor. Okay, so excavation is no longer a decrease in cost of buildings because obviously the lumber mill gives that decrease. And I believe there was a glitch that caused it to negatively affect them both. So now excavation, I imagine it has a little aura showing the debuff, well the buff even for the extra armor. So it's exactly the same as a stoneworker. Although it looks like it's a little less. It looks like it's a little less than the stoneworker for Gondor. Okay, it doesn't show an aura, but it does give a icon with a white hand and two shovels over it for every building in the aura. So yeah, it has to be really close because the Dunlending Longhouse is not in the aura, while the Clansteadings are in the aura. Okay, that's interesting. It's good to learn. It's good to learn. Okay, they're really attacking me from the west, so I'm going to build a few more sentries over here. Yeah, these wildmen are exactly the same as they were before, but they can now get forged blades. Okay, so the outriders are better, that they can now get forged blades. They don't look as heavily armoured. Actually, no, they do. They do. They've just got dark steeds, which Wulfgar can now use to ride with them. That's a nice touch. That is a nice touch. The Crow Banner summons a Crow Banner and one battalion of Dunlending Huskars. That's different to what we had before, which was 2 Huskars, a fear effect, and a banner. That's a nice change. And rallies nearby Dunlendings and Wildmen temporarily increases their armor by 200%. That is an interesting buff. That might be related to the Wisdom of Kurunia. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's probably going to be exactly the same, and it gives a boost to your damage and combat experience. So, Tainted Land seems to be exactly the same. It lasts for as long as it's cooldown, and it seems that using it over itself will overlap and actually clear the area of any Tainted Land. Although, if it actually clears the effect, I don't know. Let's see if the Uruk pit's changed and the Wild Pit. I don't think they have. I don't see any reason why they would. But we might as well find out. It requires iron plating. Yep. And then we get that. How much did that cost? Is it still 1,500? No, it's 1,000. Oh, wait, it was 1,000 before. Right, right. Yep, at level 2, you still get the 2 archers to protect your furnace. Towers, it's the same. Wild sentries are the same. So the first big difference I've noticed for the fortress is that Murder of Crows is exactly the same. Excavation is no longer a building cost reduction, so you can no longer get mega discounts on all your unit buildings, which is fine, didn't need it in the first place. You had massive economy. You don't need that many discounts. Burning Forges is the same, although I don't see the purpose of having multiple upgrades. Exactly the same as the Enchanted Anvil. Burak0004, my thoughts on the update. I like it. It gives an overall balance to the mod that I think is needed. Well, I say needed. I'm not really played enough to actually say if it's actually been a good change or not. But so far, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It gives Wulfgar and the Dunlendings themselves more pliability into the faction, which before they had none. Because you're required to get a tier 5 power on the right side of the tree, a tier 10 power on the right side of the tree, which are normally your best powers. But if you wanted to go on the left tier for like Scum of Lugburs and Burning Forges, you couldn't, because then you can't get Wulfgar, you can't get your elite cavalry, and you can't get your elite archers. Yet the Wild Cage is exactly the same. Uruk Pit though, ooh, I see some changes here. Urukai Scouts are still your only unit you can get from tier 1. Tier 2 gives you the Fighting Urukai, the Urukai Crossbowmen, Urukai Pikemen. But now there's a new unit, the Urukai Shield Bearers. Okay. Who's shooting at me? I can't see you. Why can't I see you?
I know these paths well.
Okay, they're shooting from there. I have no command points left. Berserkers, also tier 2. Tier 2 Uruk Pit and tier 3 Siege works for the Sapper. That's exactly the same as it was before. And then the Urukai Manslayers, still limited to 3. They now have I think the price was always 2,000 actually. And first then the price was always 2,000. I don't think that's different. But get these ravens to kill. Let's see how much damage these ravens is Crabine actually do to a hero. So there should be like a okay, that's actually sizable damage. That's a tier 3 ability on a hero that's only 2,000 command points. For yeah, they're really weak, but if you're against like Misty Mountains or Dol Guldur, they have no way of dealing with these. Which, to be fair, Dol Guldur and Misty Mountains actually had a very easy time against Isengard in the past. So this gives a hero killing mechanic on a unique hero that before only really had the ability to boost your troops. That's a cool little addition. I like that. I like how they've done that, how they've implicated that. Let's have a look at the Wisdom of Kurunia. Yep, it's exactly the same. Increased damage, increased combat experience, and decrease in price. Wildman and Dunlendings. It now specifies Dunlendings as well, the Fury of Frekelund. Marksmanship also involves the Urukai Scouts. That is what I was hoping to see. But the Fury of Frekelund does only boost Dunlendings. I imagine that also boosts the... Oh, Golem. Get me Golem. Yep. So, can we actually take the ring to the fortress or not? That's the real question. Yes, we can. We can, but should we? I'm going to say no. I'm going to wait for Saruman to come out. If I find out that you can only give Saruman the ring if you give the ring to the fortress first, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm actually going to be very annoyed. Okay. Oh, so yeah, that's the same white hand over every unit as you get them. Who has the ring? Split up so I can see who has the ring, please. I must say the AI has been less frequent in their attacks. Even on just the captain AI, they've seemed less frequent. Although saying that now, they've started to show up with battering rams and such. And Theoden. Yep, Theoden King is here. Give me some Huskars. I want to have a look at them as well. So the main thing is... okay, let's get this build me an army power. How far can it go out? Oh, that's actually a big aura. And it has the Eye of Sauron. Nice, I like that. The Byram had to go inside the Warg Sentry. Cool. Deactivate Fighting Urukai. Yep, they are a permanent summon, but they don't have any upgrades. I'm actually a little bit annoyed at that, actually. And there's no ability to give them upgrades. Wait, there's a time limit on this?
Of Wulfgar.
I don't know if I approve of this or not. I don't know if I like this choice of a time limit on this. I mean, yes, it makes sense. In a PvP game, it's going to be a lot harder to actually beat an Isengard if they have constant replenishments of pretty elite troops. Okay, yep, Saruman can be given the ring from here. But first, have a look at what is. Let's make sure nothing has changed about him currently. Lord of Orthanc, that's exactly the same as it was before. Fireball is the same. Speedcraft is the same. Redhorn's Wrath and Voice of Kurunia temporarily convert units. Yep, everything's the same. Everything is what it was before. Okay, let's give him the ring. Let's get into the good stuff.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to fight them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness bind them in the land of Uruks, where the shadows lie.
I love that Saruman said it sounds like it sounds like Christopher Lee. What? Immediately that is a 10 out of 10. That is a 10 out of 10 because it sounds like Christopher Lee. Immediately that is a 10 out of 10 from me because it sounds like Christopher Lee saying it. So then, Saruman of many colours. As you can see, he's got his robe. He's got a slight aura coming off him that has the taste of rainbow feel, which I like a lot. First ability, Saruman of many colours. Allows Saruman... Oh, what the... Okay, so he now has Edine mod power. He has Edine mod power. Okay. Saruman can attack from great range. Can be used to crush nearby enemy units. Seems to also affect friendly units. I'm not sure if that's if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I kind of like that it has actually looks like it does a bit of damage to our units. It's actually saying no, it doesn't look like it does much damage. It seems to just be knockback. But let's not tempt fate yet. So let's have a look at what else it's got. Ruinous Wrath. Flame... Oh, I actually didn't even finish reading this. Modifier type. Nearby units have extra damage, armor, increased experience gain, fear immunity, and at rank 5, nearby furnaces gain extra resources. Nearby enemies are terrified. So that's a lot of... that's a lot of Saruman. Hey, Zero Man, good to see you. Oh, hey, Carnate. Yeah, you can give it to him. Bring him to a fortress. He will be recruited with it. Okay, so it's similar to... Yeah. Ruinous Wrath. The flame erupts from the ground beneath the enemies. Targets the enemies. I imagine that's probably like the Balrog animation of the flames erupting from the earth. Similar to what they... In fact, who did that before? Someone's done that before. I can't remember who, but I know someone did. Mystero Gaming. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the Madhouse. Next we have Dark Eloquence. Target units gain excellent experience. Shorter cooldown with the One Ring. So Dark Eloquence is a speechcraft, but even better. I like a lot. But don't destroy the furnace. Siege works, please. Let's have a look at Ruinous Wrath. Oh, it even says it. Burn them all, I say. That's from the Return of the King game. That's from the Return of the King game right there. Burn them all, I say. Good riddance. Oh, that's Phaedra dead. I love the blue. I'm not sure if it makes sense. I mean, yes, blue fire is more dangerous than red fire. I like it a lot because that's actually nicer than the what they originally did for Edine. I like that a lot. That's a nice change. It seems like Saruman does more single target damage and not AoE damage with this. Yes, it seems to hit AoE, but it focuses on doing single target damage. Which, again, is a nice little thing I like. Dark Eloquence. Storm of Orthanc summons a movable cloud that shoots lightning. Enemies below are slowed. Did a mod do this already? Where they had a storm cloud... So it's basically like the Gift of the Necromancer mixed with... the thunderstorm from the Tolling Gorhoth of Edine's Gorthour. And the Rolling Ring, permanently gain control of targeted units. Wow. So he actually gets a permanent convert, which was one of my favourite abilities back in the day in BFME 2 Vanilla. permanently converting all kinds of units, giving them all special upgrades of my choice and such. Ugluk, he is exactly the same. He gives a heal, speed, and experience boost. Immunity, fear, and terror. I believe that was already a part of the thing. Extra damage and temporary heal per attack on Ugluk. And level 7 now reinforcements of Saruman, not level 8. Okay, so that makes Ugluk more viable in the early game. Can be cast on an enemy here to track their movements for 60 seconds. Okay, so if you use the Palantir, found an enemy hero, would that mean you then have vision of that hero without having to go near him, or do you actually have to go near that hero? Doesn't work on builders. Good, good. I'm glad it doesn't typically work on builders as well, because sometimes there is a thing with that. Then he gets Berserk. Here's Cripple. At level 8, instant instills fear in. So Lurtz has been given a few updates as well. Okay. So Lurtz now has. So yeah, at level. Can be cast on enemy hit. Yeah. So Urukai near Lurtz gain stacking damage and armor. This used to be a level 5 passive along with his armor. That's no longer the case. Relentless Warrior briefly gains damage. Can only be used with sword equipped. With each level gain, damage is increased by 25% up to 200% at level 8. You know what? That's actually a good change, because Lurtz used to be incredibly powerful in the early game with Carnage. He used to be too strong at killing heroes, especially when he had Cripple early on as well. So Relentless Warrior, yep, he's still a hero killer, but now he has to level up to level 8 before he gets his full hero killing potential, which you want him on his sword to get the most experience possible, which is a good change. Krebon, I don't think this range will be increased by much, but we might as well have a look and see. Give all units upgrades while we're at it, because unupgraded units are not Saruman's units. Oh, and that radius was increased as well. Level 2 to level 4. That is a definite increase. As a definite increase. And Bloodlust has returned to the Urukai. I believe this, for some reason, either disappeared on the fighting Urukai, or for some reason just didn't exist for a while. Rallying Cry, nearby Wulfgar and Dunlending gain trample resistance and movement range speed. Nice. All the Dunlendings get this then. Do the Dunlending Axemen have that ability as well? Do I have any Dunlending Axemen left in my club? Yes. No, that was the Dunlending Axemen I did it on. Do I have any Huskars alive? Those are Axemen. Huskars. Okay, Huskars, they're exactly the same as they are in Saf. Reckless swing, consecutive attacks, do extra damage and reduce armor. Wulfgar nearby Wulfgar and Dunlendings receive extra experience and fear resistance. I don't think that works with Dark Coercion and Speechcraft, but not really want to check. Dunlending Huskars temporarily use more tower grip, while active Huskars ignore armor and deal bonus damage versus heroes, but do not deal splash damage. So they do splash damage on base? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's a nice little thing there. So, I need to get some shield bearers, but I've got full command points. Okay, who's going to be my sacrificial lambs? Who's going to be my sacrificial lambs? No, Saruman, you can't be a sacrificial lamb. You're Saruman. Yeah, Ugluk's the same. Lurtz is, I think, has been the hero, other than Saruman, obviously, that has had the biggest change. I definitely agree with this. A rank 8 installs fear into nearby enemy units. Okay, so is that like Golden Arrow, or is that like Cloudbreak? Wait, no, that's exactly the same thing. Does it work like Haldir's Golden Arrow from Vanilla BFME 2, or does it work on like a hero like freezes them in place? Is it hero specific, or is it unit specific, or is it a mixture of both? Everyone loves Sharku. Yeah. I don't. I don't love Sharku. Edine mod ruined Sharku for me. I'm not afraid to say it. The Edine mod ruined that hero for me. Oh wait, what's this again? So this is that's not even a description of his power. He now has a Wizard Blast AoE. That's not great range. Okay, so we get a Wrath of Bruinen, basically. Oh, and he even says what he says to Redhorn. Storm of Orthanc. It doesn't last for long, but you know what? I'm loving it. Oh, and there's even rain trickling from it. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm actually in love with the Storm of Orthanc. It reminds me just like the tornadoes of Galadriel and the Elrond back in Vanilla. It really does. Let's throw down the Crowbine from Dublin. Throw the Crow banner down. Get some crows. Give everyone experience that isn't already level 5. My command points have hit the cap again and I haven't even gotten what I wanted. Let's go Fuel the Fire so I can see this ability on the Furnace. It should be exactly like the Undermine ability. Oh! Oh, that is beautiful. That's burning my building. Builder! 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 Okay, so it's not as useful as the Undermine ability and actually keeping the building alive. Okay, okay. Good to know. Good to know. It doesn't keep the building alive. It just helps destroy it. Burn everything! Yep. Mad lad Saruman over here, burning his own furnaces to the ground. Grishnak, do you have anything new? You've still got Pillage, you've still got Orc Tenacity. Do your Orcs have anything different? No, they still have Pillage and the average time. Okay, let's see your Carnage in action. That should be a single kill on each of those guys. Wait, we're getting Scavenger. Oh no, that's because we're on Tainted Land. So, does Lurtz no longer have Scavenger? No, he doesn't. So you can no longer get Scavenger from Lurtz, Scavenger from Tainted Land doubled up. Okay. That's a good thing to know because I wasn't going to try that or anything, you know. I wasn't going to say cheese enable. You can double up on your double up on cheese with your economy. Allows Wild Riders near Sharku to have some buffs, I guess. Oh, Mary died. At rank 4, permanent gain health armor. That's basically just giving him oh, what's the word? Giving them heavy armor. Send the Wargs, summons a wave of charging Wargs to crush the enemy. Finally, you've upgraded that trash ability. I used to hate Sharku's level 3 ability. It used to be temporarily gain control. No, gain control of Wargs. What's the point? One faction has Wargs, and then there's Lairs. What's the point of having such a useless power on an already useless hero? Finally, you've changed it to be an actual useful power, like Tanar Dooley Nur. Good old sending in the goats, even. Now it sends in a wave of charging Wargs. See, that is good. Why can't Vanilla take ideas from it, you guys? Okay, next, Man-Eater. Kill target enemy which restores Sharku's health and temporarily grants armor and damage. That's pretty much the same. Send in the Warg Matriarch. She's hostile to all but Sharku. Yep, that's the same as before. Wormtongue can come stealth and can neither be attacked nor make an attack in melee. Okay, that's the same as it always has been. It's not like it is in Saf because, you know, this ability didn't exist in Saf. Although he doesn't allow him to use his abilities anymore, which is a good thing. Before he could use his abilities, although I think he can use Backstab still. Target enemy units suffer damage, armor. Yep, that's the same as before. And this say doesn't work with other debuffs. Does not stack with other debuffs. So you only really need to use that if you have a debuff. Detain the wild power, not even look on this mountain wolves. I don't think it did, no. But what I meant by the from that was the vanilla Misty Mountains didn't have the vanilla goblins didn't have wargs or wolves. But I imagine it probably did work on the wolves of Age of the Ring. Where else? Their time runs out. High damage melee attack that also poisons target enemy hero. I believe before it was just high damage. Now it actually poisons as well. Poison damage has become a bit more efficient in this mod. which I like. At rank 10, target enemy hero cannot gain experience, has its damage output reduced by 50%, and loses movement speed for 30 seconds. So it's not a cripple, it is a full debilitating killing machine ability. Yeah, that's on level 3 lumber mill, by the way. Thank you very much for destroying that for me. I really needed that destroyed. I really felt like I needed that to just, you know, vanish. Let's get the berserkers as well. Yeah, still can get the zappers because I haven't got this. This seems to be exactly the same. Restricted to 6. Thank you, that still exists. Malign Speechcraft. Target enemy heroes. Timers are set to just used. So no longer gain control of enemy hero. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that change because honestly, you didn't need a convert hero ability in with Isengard. You really didn't. You already have plenty of abilities that work absolutely fine. You don't need more. Foreign, thanks for following, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the Madhouse. And that makes 50 followers. Now all we need to do is get. All we need to do now is be on Twitch long enough so we can actually get partnered. That would be a good day. But anyway, enough talking about Twitch. We're currently doing this for YouTube. Did I get the Uruks? Yes. Where are they? Where are my shield bearers? Show me them. Don't tell me they're dead already. No, they're here. Oh, they got a unique voice line. Nice, I like that. I like they've got a custom voice line. But they're not very good against units, though, which makes sense. Can they merge with units? I'm disappointed they can't merge with units. Nearby friendly units in the small radius gain armor. Yep, they're basically the Vault Wardens of Isengard. But they can also get full armor. So they're even better than the Vault Wardens for Isengard. Is there anything else to show off? I mean, I like how they've made some changes with Isengard. They've made it so they're not instantly like getting elite Uruks and everything. You're more. It's more progressive. You're progressing towards the elite Uruks and having your best units in the front. Get rid of a few more units so we can get unit of Manslayers out. Where's my Berserker? Did it live? Did it live long enough for me to show it off? I cannot see a Berserker. I still cannot see a Berserker. Can you see a Berserker, anyone? There's one way of finding out. Yeah, I think a Berserker died. Let's get one. Let's change this now to Metals and Wheels. My favourite version of that upgrade power thing. So the Berserker's changed in absolutely any way. Look at Sexy Lurtz. Oh, he's not sexy yet though. He hasn't got his armour on. He's basically naked. I actually like him that way. Okay, Berserker looks like he's the same. Drenches in blood. Each consecutive attack deals extra damage. Gains armour and gives nearby Uruks attack damage and movement speed. Yep, Berserker is exactly the same. That was pretty expected though. Anything upgraded here? Nope, everything's the same. Discounts have been regulated. Good. Good. Get unit of Manslayers. I don't think they've changed either, but you never know. Mother, is that you? No, it's Saruman. Yeah, both of these are the same. Fellstorm, Rapid Caradrus. Was there actually any change to... no, there wasn't any change, was there? No, they're exactly the same. Effects bonus... Oh! Fires of Ministry can now affect armories. Good. I've been waiting to see that kind of thing happen. Okay, they're still making Galafrim. They have not changed at all, which is disappointing. But obviously, that Lothlorien update has not come yet. That's coming with the next version of the mod, which I will not be able to say much about because I don't really know much about it myself. Not because I have any insider knowledge. I'm not that special. I may be special in some ways, but not special in that way. So, can this be destroyed? Yes, it has very low health. It can be destroyed. Or at least it looks like it could be. Although they're not focusing it, so I don't actually know if it can be destroyed or not. And I have no way of finding out because I have no way of dealing damage to it myself. Or do I? Yeah, no, it's not working. So if I deactivate this, does it give me anything? No. Okay, I'm disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed with this power on first impression. I imagine once I play a bit more. Oh, it could affect armor as before. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Well, now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Oh, why can't they just leave me alone? Oh, manslayers. Didn't you used to be 3 in a unit? Now you're 5 in a unit. No, you must have been 5 in a unit before. You must have been. It might have been a previous version, like a very old version, you had only 3 in a unit. But now you're definitely 5 in a unit. You're still resistant to knockback? Yep, deal high trampled revenge damage. You're basically an even more elite version of pikeman. If that was even possible for Isengard. What's going in here? Lurts. Lurts, you're not how dear. You cannot just run in and hope to live through everything. Oh, nice. They do knockback damage as well. Nice, I like that. I never used command groups during any of this. I kind of feel good about that, but in the same way, no. I don't know. Why would I feel good about not using command groups? What's wrong with me? Other than the obvious. I can't really help but the obvious. Does it give armor? No, only damage. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It would be kind of stupid for him to get an ability that gives him armor from doing nothing. Oh no, don't do that. Not until you get the shield bearers, the Huskar. Oh, Huskars can get to level 10. Nice. Oh, we'll be able to get the other Berserker to live. The other Berserker did live. Okay.
I did not aspire to be king. We have work to do. Go now.
Stain the land with the blood of our enemies. I would say this Manslayer should be called Nazhai, but I'm not going to get into all kind of DAC bullshit. Let's not go with DAC representations of things. They have their thing, we have our thing with Age of the Ring here. Don't need to mix those two up. Don't need to make another grey area for no reason. Oh, the Fellstorm looks nicer though. You can actually see where it's doing stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. How often does this lightning hit? It seems to be quite frequent, and it works the same as... Oh no, it doesn't work like I thought it would. It attacks randomly. It attacks in random patterns. You don't have control over what it attacks. Okay. That's good to know. Uglok, heal everyone, please. I imagine they're a little low on health. Give them some treaties. Can't take it, Grog! Oh. My words. Saruman, you should be able to show his force on your own, right? Okay, yeah, Saruman does a lot of siege damage. Okay, does Saruman possibly need a nerf when he gets the ring? No. Don't nerf Saruman, just because his ring form is OP. That's the point of the ring with the evil faction. The evil ring heroes are meant to be overpowered. Because, you know, it's very hard to get them. Although I imagine, if you got the one ring before you get Saruman, would his price increase to that of the ring hero, similar to Sauron's price and Smaug's price? Or would it remain at 4,000? I imagine it would actually stay at 4k. Now I think more about it, it would make sense it would stay at 4k. Okay, I'm going to kill everyone off now because I don't care about any of you guys. You all suck. You're all unworthy of Saruman's kindness. You're all unworthy. And yet somehow some of you still lived. Those who lived are worthy of Saruman. Yeah, Trample seems less impactful against non-pikeman units, which is good. That's something I've always had a problem with. That's something that I've always had a problem with BFME 2. or just BFME in general, that units that don't have pikes do massive damage to units with pike. Cavalry gets dealt massive damage from non-pike units as if they were pike units. Except unless they're like archers or something. Now it makes sense that if you have trample revenge damage, you actually deal trample damage, and if you don't have trample revenge damage, you do next to no damage unless you have trample resistance at the time of the charge. Did I make any sense during that sentence? He stays at 4k if you have the ring on, whether he has the ring or not. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know for future experimentation. So, first look.